Beste here, candidate U.S. Senate, Vermont, independent and self-funded. Independent meaning I only focus on issues, not sides. Self-funded, I'm only working for you, the individual voter, not taking any money from anybody. Once you take money, you take in sides with somebody. So let's take money out of politics. That's what I'm all about. A number of things I'm here. First of all, obviously, I've been here to create well-paying jobs for Vermont. I'm tired of seeing our kids leave and not come back. Tired of seeing our great college students come and not come back. Let's bring jobs here. Let's build generations of families here so we can stay here. Our schools are shrinking and a lot of our funding is running out. Our government is losing money every week, every day, every year. It's not good. We need to fix that. I'm also running because I'm active in another number of different areas of trade groups. For example, the Vermont Bioscience Alliance. You can check out my website. And it's a great group. We meet about 3 times a year. We network. We usually have a little talk, a techie talk on the biologics or other kinds of high technologies that are ongoing, different activities ongoing in Vermont. And we usually meet at a micropub too, so we have a nice sip of beer, which makes it really pleasant. Great way to interact and meet new people. So I urge you to come and visit sometime. All are welcome. I'm also active at UVM. I recently sat in on a science panel there, a career panel, talking about the sciences. Had about 40 or 50 young college students show up. A panelist talked and answered all kinds of questions about what it's like to actually work, in a career. So that was really interesting and very helpful, and met a lot of good people that way. As I said, I'm very much interested in bringing well-paying jobs to Vermont. I think it's okay to prosper and work hard. And it's funny because then people say, oh, you're this hard right-wing, conservative, money seeker. And really it's not. I just want to work hard and I want to provide for my kids. I don't see anything wrong with that. And then, I also care about Lake Champlain and I want my kids to be able to swim in it. But with all the microbes that we had this summer, they couldn't oftentimes. And I'm really mad about that. So I want to take care of Lake Champlain and make it clean. Of course, then people say, oh, you're this liberal, far left, all you care is about regulations. And I don't. There's a middle ground there. And so I do find the middle is almost the hardest place to be. Because if you focus on issues, people say you're wishy-washy, but it's not true. You can be strong in one issue and a different strength on another, and that doesn't make you far left or far right. And really, we'd all be much better off, and our economy and our whole world and our United States would be much better off if we all just focus on issues and started working towards the middle, and finding and understanding both sides of different opinions. I think we'd be much better off that way. We got to work together. The other thing is no money politics. I don't believe in money in our politics, and you won't see me taking any money at all. I also believe in term limits, particularly in terms of the U.S. Senate, for example, maybe 3 terms, 18 years, and even our Supreme Court, maybe 20 years for that. Any business would never have a CEO for 20, 30 years. That doesn't make any sense. So why? Because it's good to have turnover and new energy and new ideas. So I think we ought to really encourage that. And I know people might think, oh, well, you're just responding to the whole Kavanaugh ordeal and our recent, judicial crisis, as it were. But I'm really not. I think just in the big picture, we'd be better off with term limits. Regulations. I love Vermont and we have to have some rules, but we've gone too far in many instances. We need to manage better. Maybe have performance metrics, for our regulations and for our government employees, and help them do their job better. It's okay to make things streamlined. That's part of making a well-designed government, not just pile on rule after rule after rule. So we need to reduce our regulations. Taxes too are a bit crazy here. We all have to admit that, and it's driving people out of Vermont. It's gone too far in some instances. Certainly I pay over $12,000 a year just in property taxes alone. I just have an average size house. So, I'll pay it, obviously, and I'm good for that. But still, I think we do have to help people out and not go too far in taxes. There's a balance on everything. Anyway, that's me, Russell Beste, candidate, U.S. Senate, Vermont. 28 days left, and gosh, I really hope you vote for me. I will work really hard for you. I've got lots of ideas, plenty of energy. I've got family in Vermont. I'm a dad of 3 kids. And so just vote for me, Russell Beste. Thank you very much. And again, I'm independent, self-funded. See you later.